Yeah, people get it.
Bueller.
That's what's on your mind.
Anyway, we had some great stories tonight. Mark's telling us about being on the road and tour and all that, and he was just telling me about this Chinese restaurant.
For crying out loud!
You got to tell this story.
It was like torture. I mean, these people that owned this restaurant didn't want to budge, didn't want to help you out, didn't want to everything. Like it's like every little thing was going to cost them another penny or more, and is going to put them out of business. Like, cut us a break. So anyway, we're sitting there. We're in some place down in Virginia, like I don't know, Richmond, Virginia. I don't know. So and we were all craving salt, so we wanted Chinese food. So, tons
Perfect.
of MSG.
Yes, perfect.
So we go in there. We're sitting at the table, and this is like hours before we're going to play, so everybody else is, ordering like water, Coke, or something like that. And of course, our bass player is ordering a beer. And the guy will just drink. He'll get up and start drinking. And I was like, dude, how can you drink? It's like, I'm going to be tired by the time we play. It's like I'm going to be ready to like fall asleep. Anyway, he could do it. It's no problem for him. So he orders a beer. So they bring over a pint glass, and they pour the beer in the glass. And we're all sitting around. We can't help but notice. We're looking at the glass. Glass has a friggin' huge crack in it. And it's facing him. And it's like, he's actually thinking about taking a sip. I'm like, no, Joe, hold on a second. I call the waitress over. Excuse me, miss, come here. It's just, it's like torture, just trying to get her to come up. It's like, come here a second. They go, what? I said, look at that glass. I said, it has a crack in it. Man. She actually had the gall to grab the top of the pint glass and spin it around so that the crack wasn't facing him. It's like, are you freaking kidding me?
Oh,
it's
my God.
I was like, can you just get him another glass?
Are you serious?
She gives me a dirty look, goes back, and of course I get dirty looks because I'm always complaining at restaurants because I'm a picky person, but that's okay. I'm paying for it, and I tip well. So anyway, she comes back with another glass, and she pours the beer from the cracked glass. And I was like, can you just get him another beer?
She was pouring it from the cracked glass into another glass?
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, what the F? So she goes back. Now she's really pissed at me. She comes back. She pours the beer in the new glass, and everything's fine. He drinks the beer. But they don't want to let it go. They're sitting like in the opening of where the kitchen is, and there's three of them. They're spinning a glass, looking at the glass in the light, like they had just split the atom, and they don't understand why, and they're trying to figure it out. It's like, for crying out loud, just throw the friggin' glass away and get on with your life. So, I don't know. Was that a good story?
Oh, my God.
This is just some of the things that have happened.
Douchebag.
More stories from the road.
Oh, my God.
A total douchebag.
Exactly.
You are a douchebag.
Oh, did I even say that when she actually contested spinning the glass around when the crack was faced, she goes, oh, crack on outside only.
Oh, the crack on outside only.
Henri.
Henri. Unbelievable.
Psychotic.
Was she?
Psychotic.
Uh-huh.
Psychotic.
Yes, she was.
It's cheap.
Oh, my God. Crack on the outside.
Oh, it's a crack on outside only.
Oh, man.
See, that's why I can respect what Paul does with all the voices and stuff.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
it's great, but I love all that stuff. And it's a bit. I should have had Chuck tell you the prosecuto story earlier.
What's that?
I forget where it was. They went into some deli and everybody was all drunk, I think, and well, so what else is new? Going, in the 80s, ordering food and stuff like that, and apparently, like, some black dude comes in and he goes, "Yeah, give me some of that, how you say, prosciutto on an Italian roll."
Are you serious?
That's what they tell me.
Oh, Chuck should have told us that story, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That would have been cool.
Maybe he knows it better than me. I'm sorry, Chuck, if I stole your thunder next time, bud.
Anyway, there's another thing we talked about. It was a funny story. Like I said, you got them like certain group of friends that you grew up with, and then crazy like stories that you had. And I remember meeting one of your friends, which is a really nice guy, but he's kind of a shy kind of guy, and Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the story you told me about when he couldn't find his car.
Wait, which time that he couldn't find his car? The time in Dick Lee's parking lot, or the time in Florida?
The time. I think you told me the story in Dick Lee's.
Okay.
When he came.
It's me, Rob, and my friend Lou. We're hanging out at Dick Lee's. We probably went to see Network or Heaven's Edge or somebody great like that, and we're leaving. And like he had like this, I guess it was a Monte Carlo or something like that, a brown 80s Monte Carlo. And there happened to be another one in a parking lot, like real close to where his car was. It looked similar to his, but you could tell it wasn't his car. And he's walking right up to the car, like he's going to put his key in the car. And my friend Lou was like, "Hey, Rob, that's not your..." I'm like, "Shh." He goes, "What?" I said, "Don't tell him. Let's watch this. This will be a good story someday." So he goes, "What? Oh, all right." So he's sitting there up there fidgeting with the car, trying to get the key in, not understand why it doesn't work. So he's looking at the keyhole.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And he's sitting there fidgeting. He goes, and then he finally looks up and he goes, "This isn't my fucking car." And we sit there busting up. He goes, "You guys knew that?" We're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, what'd you make me go through all that for?" I said, "Because 20 years from now, I'm going to tell this story on Shakey's radio station."
But man.
There was another time when he forgot the car. He didn't know where we parked the car in Florida, and he thought it was towed. He hooked up with some chick. He takes her. He goes, and we're like, go, just take this chick. Take her out to the car. Just take her out to the car. So he comes back 2 minutes later. Chuck and I are playing pool, having a good time. He comes like, "You're not gonna fucking believe this." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "They towed the car." He's like, "Who towed the car?" "I don't know. It's not there." So they must have towed it, or somebody stole it. And Chuck looked at me and goes, "You friggin' believe this? You believe this?" I was like, "No, I don't." I said, "The car's there." I'll bet you any man money, he forgot where the car's parked. So we go walking around, and he goes, "See, it's not here." I said, "One more block up." So we walk another block, and sure enough, it's there.
And you know what? If you know this guy, if you met Rob, you would be laughing your ass off.
Yeah, he's a dear friend, though. He's a great guy.
He's a great guy,
yeah,
man.
We love him.
He is so cool, but it's just one of them guys. There's always that one guy in the group that always gives you good stories and has done some crazy things that make you laugh, man.
There's more stories, but I probably have to get him to sign a waiver before I can tell.
Sign a waiver. Nice. I had to get you to tell that story, man. You told me that the first time, and like I said, I know Rob. So once you started saying it, I just cracked up. Hilarious stuff, man. But yeah, I'm sure Chuck would have had some good stories for us too. So hopefully next time, next time you come on the show, we'll have Chuck calling again, and we'll keep him on a little longer and get some more stories going, because the stories are the best. You bring up the stories from back in the day. It's the best, man. And I'm sure Chuck had a couple stories for us too. So
he's a pretty good storyteller too.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get Chuck back on the line again and do that again sometime. But I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about that.
Good.
It's a good story if I'm like still laughing at it.
Yeah.
But it's funny you talk about that. There's a time I played at the Empire Rock Club up in Northeast Philly, man, which was like one of the biggest local clubs. I'm sure you played there.
Is that where that is?
You can't remember?
No, I played there. Yeah, I love that place.
And there was a time I went. We were drinking Jungle Juice at this party, and we decided to go to. We were only like 18.
Wait a minute, Jungle Juice. So you just clarify. Would you call that Spody, or was that grain alcohol with Kool-Aid?
Yes,
you drank the Kool-Aid.
The Hawaiian Punch. It was the Kool-Aid. We had it in a gallon.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You had the gallon. You had the Kool-Aid in the green. Oh my God, did that mess you up? and we were going to. We decided to, the one guy that in the group, and like I said, I would be making it up if I would say the guy wasn't drinking. He drank a little bit, but he was the one that drank the least. So we went in his car. We're like, we're just sitting there bored, and the dude's radio actually fell. We're all messed up, and this radio actually fell into the ground. We were in his basement, and like we had no tunes. So I'm like, okay, we're not sitting here with no tunes and just sitting here like looking at the walls.
Wait a minute. Let me interrupt 1 second. Did you guys smoke dope back in those days?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Oh, so the box fell. Let me get a visual.
What's up, man?
Oh, my tunes.
Yes, exactly. And my one buddy was the biggest stoner in the world. Okay. He'd be sitting there and he'd be like, "Oh, dude, like seriously, like does your mom got a stereo upstairs or something?" And we weren't allowed upstairs. We were allowed in the basement. That's where actually my friend lived, in the basement. We had this back entranceway we could come in, and and his mom worked night work, so she didn't really know we were in there. But his mom did have a stereo upstairs, but we're not going to get to that anyway. So the radio fell off we had it up on some kind of a shelf, and it fell off and it just broke in pieces. One of the dudes were getting up to take a piss, and he like tripped over the cord, and there goes the radio in pieces. And the real stoner guy we had in the group, and I think his name was Greg. I don't even remember half of these guys, man. It was so long ago. And he was like, "Dude, seriously, no tunes, man. What are we gonna do?"
It's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer. He's like, "Why don't we go up and jack your mom's stereo and bring it?" He's like, "No," he's like one of them kind of guys.
Yeah.
Like, "No, you can't go upstairs. The door's locked. You can't go up there at all." And thank God he had like a bathroom down in his basement hooked up, because maybe we'd be pissing in his washer and dryer and stuff. And I could tell you many stories about that, where like dudes didn't make it to the bathroom in time and puked in his washer.
Oh,
just opened up the lid. You know what I mean? But anyway, we decided one night, like I said, there's no tunes, but the radio's broke, so we're like, let's go to the Empire Rock Club.
Yeah,
this was up in Northeast Philly, so we were only like technically 10 blocks away from it, where this dude lived, and so the dude in the group that really, he didn't drink much. He had a couple beers. He said, "Yeah, all right, come on, let's go. We'll go in my pickup truck." So we all jumped in his truck. We go down to the Empire Rock Club. We're drinking Jungle Juice, dude. And we're on the way. We get to the parking lot, and I will never forget this. Brittany Fox was playing there that night.
Yeah.
It was right around the time where Brittany Fox was getting really big.
Was that a Sunday night where you could actually go in?
Yeah, it was all ages.
Okay.
It was all ages.
Even though 90% of the people hung out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It's like going to concerts back in those days, where you didn't actually go to your seat. You just walked around a concourse and tried to look cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Right. And so we were all there. We're hanging out a little bit, and we found out Brittany Fox was playing, and we're like, "Oh, cool." And it was around like 10 o'clock or something. Brittany, back in the day, the headliner went on like 12. They were the big deal, you know. So we're like, well, Brittany Fox and you always got good bands when you went to the Empire, but we wanted to drink somewhere. We couldn't drink inside, so we're drinking. We got this gallon of Jungle Juice. We're drinking it down. We're passing it around. So by the time it was ready to go in for Brittany Fox, which was 12 o'clock, I'm passed out cold. Oh. I'm passed out cold in the back of this pickup truck. Okay. All I remember was like my friends like, "Come on, dude." I'm out of it. But I can't even remember. I remember the story. It's unbelievable how I remember this. But I remember as I was laying there, I heard like the car handle jiggling.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I pop my head up from the thing, and it's a black dude trying to break in.
Get the frig out of here.
I swear to God.
So what did you do?
Okay. Anyway, so I was like, holy crap, what am I going to... I popped my head back down. I was like, I don't know if this dude's got a gun, knife, or whatever, you know? And I said, holy crap, what should I do? Should I, like, if I was in, like, tip-top condition, I'd jump out of the truck and beat his ass, but I'm like, I'm drunk as heck.
Yeah.
I'm looking up at the sky, and the sky, there's like, 60,000 stars going in rotation above my head. So I'm like, what should I do about this, man? Anyway, the dude notices me.
Finally?
Finally.
Like, he's like trying to, you would think he would look in the car and see if there's anything worth taking,
Right.
or like by him looking in that he would see some guy passed out on the back seat, unless you had all the windows steamed up.
No, I just had it. You know, it was a pickup truck, so
okay.
it was like, you know, I was in the back.
Oh, you were in the bed
Yeah,
open?
I was in the bed of the pickup truck.
So there was no cap on it then?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, okay.
So I'm laying and I pop my head up to see what
the frig?
and you know, I was sitting there like, you know, and the dude saw me in the back of the truck, and I don't know. I guess he figured I was another dude trying to rip off the truck or something, because he didn't know what was going on. And you know, he was just sitting there and he's like, "Who you be?" And I'm like, "Excuse me." I'm like, who the hell are you? It's like you trying to break into a damn pickup truck. And
Who are you?
exactly. And so I said, dude, this is my friend's truck. I said, what are you doing? He goes, "Nah, man, this be my truck." I was like, "This ain't your truck, dude." I was like, I'm laying in the back of it. I know where I was coming over here. This ain't your truck. And he said, "I'll tell you something again. This is my truck." I'm like, "Oh man, this is going to be a problem." And he said, I said, if it's your truck, where's your keys and all that? You know, he's like, "That's the problem. I can't find my keys, so I thought I maybe left my truck door open." I was like, wow, it's just a line of bullshit. So anyway, he's standing there, and, you know, after I seen he was kind of like innocent, I was like, hey, he ain't going to do anything, whatever. My friends come out, and they see me standing there talking to this black dude. They're like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, you know, it's a funny story, because then, as it was going on, the guys, they got done the gig, and Brittany Fox is coming out the back door. They're coming out the back, and they're coming around, and all of a sudden you hear the dude, like, somebody say something to the black guy, like, hey, Leroy, or something like that, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Here he was working with Brittany Fox that night.
Oh,
Working with Brittany Fox that night. That's what he was. You know, he said he knew them and all that, and they were walking around, and I'm like, what is this? I guess maybe security or something like that. And I was like, what kind of guys do they got working?
yeah, right.
But that, you know, that's what they claim. They claim he was working with the band. And I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. And he's outside. As they're playing, he's outside trying to break in people's truck.
You know, it's funny that you're telling me this, because I was envisioning a story as that you went and laid in the back of somebody else's truck, this dude's truck. But either way,
That would have been funnier.
I'm
don't you
thinking
think?
it's like if he broke in, he'd be friggin' cruising around like 90 miles an hour with some drunk dude laying in the back of the pickup truck. But I also actually heard a story years ago where some famous jazz guy was playing some club in Philly, and at the end of the gig, some like friggin' jazz student or went up to ask him for his autograph outside, and the friggin' dude held him up. Yeah, and it was like a famous jazz guy. It's like a famous saxophonist or something. He's like, he pulled out a friggin' gun and demanded money from him.
Get out of here. Oh, man.
Oh, dude, man, you know what? I gotta roll. I gotta get up at 3 a.m. for work. Believe that crap?
Oh, my God. Yes, Marky B is in.
Not for much longer.
Not for much longer, as we are. We are going a little bit over time here, as we always do here on the Shakeman.
Because if I don't wake up for work, I'm gonna be in the doghouse.
Yeah, he does got to get up at 3 a.m. And he's still got, what, about an hour, 45-minute ride at least in front of him. Anyway, we want to thank Marky B for being in the house tonight.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I had a blast tonight.
Oh,
So
yeah.
much fun.
Marky B in the house.
All right,
Vibration.
stop gyrating like that. You're turning me on.
Anyway, I want to thank Mark Burgert for being in the house tonight.
Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it.
You
Hopefully
can
I
check
come
out
back
Mark.
again.
He's in Carmen Megro's band.
Yeah. He does a gig here and there, but like he gets these like things where people try to promote him. He has like a lot of pro-America tunes and stuff or a pro-America tune called America, and he's trying to promote that, and he gets these sponsors where people have him play these big things. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's we have a gig here, a gig there, so it's cool. It works out perfectly with old school.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that. It works out good, and you want to see Marky B rocking out his guitar on Saturday night at Screwballs in King of Prussia.
I have this weird feeling maybe some of the people from Tapping the Vein might be there because, like I said, I was telling you earlier, Heather, the singer, she's in from England.
Cool.
So she Facebooked me and asked me, like, hey, I'm here for this amount of time. And I said, well, I'm going on vacation that week. So we're going to have to hang out Friday or Saturday night. So it might be her, might be her husband from Paradise Lost.
That would be awesome.
Might be Eric, the drummer. But, they're not so much into the kind of music we do. But I think they come out just
you don't even have to be.
Yeah, I said
it's such a blast of when we have fun and what we do.
So maybe they'll come out for a set or something. They might tolerate us for a little while.
That would be awesome.
It would be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
come on out and see Marky B play that guitar at Screwballs this Saturday night. Old School rocking it out. You can check out everything Old School does at oldschoolrocksphilly.com. And don't forget about Mark's business also. He's got Precision Guitar Tech. You can check that out at precisionguitartech.com. If you need any work done on your guitars, he does excellent work. You can call him at 215-280-3903, or you can email him at mburkert. That is MBURKERT, like Bert, Kurt, at earthlink.net. So I will be plugging this for you here on the show.
Thank you.
As we like to plug our good businesses that are out there that are rocking. So, Mark, thanks for coming in, bro.
Thank you so much.
Like I knew it would be. That's why I invited you in. I only invite people in here that I know is going to give me a good show. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, man.
You got to go get some sleep before you, I'm
going to take a nap. It'll
go take a nap. That's all it's going to be,
well, that's okay, because as soon as when I'm done, I'm going to have breakfast, and then I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep all afternoon tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. You'll make up for it.
It's only going to be 105 degrees, so screw it.
Yeah, right. Stay in the aircon and sleep.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, Mark, for being in here.
Thanks,
and we're going to play
everybody.
this tune for Mark because he had a little great suggestion to play some old school White Snake. So we're going to play this for Mark before we get out of here. And we'll be back to say goodbye in a little bit because it's actually 11:20 and I'm supposed to be off at 11. But I'm not. But who gives a crap, right? We're having fun. It's not like another DJ's following me. It's not like we're on local radio where you got to be off by a certain time. Oh, following me is John DeBella. No, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, Marky B in the house. Thanks a lot again, dude. He like that. Be safe getting home, Marky B. And we'll hope to have you back on the show again, hopefully in the next couple of weeks in the near, distant future when you can get a chance. Come in anytime you want.
We'll see how tomorrow morning goes.
Yes.
Next.
Let me know.
Oh, actually, I'm on vacation next week. So
okay. Yeah. Anytime you want to come in, let us know.
Cool.
We got nothing but great compliments here. We got Mark's stories are funny as hell. Mark was a great guest. You should have Mark in more often. So we got some great.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm not actually reading them, but I did read them off. Some of the comments that we got here.
I'm really glad. Oh, good.
So
good.
Hopefully we'll have you back in again, Mark.
Sounds great to me. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Mark.
More stories.
More stories. Yes, bring some more. Next time we'll get Chucky on the line and get really good stories going here.
Yeah,
but Mark Burkert, great guitar player, great guitar tech, and just a great guy in general. Thank you so much for coming on, Mark. Be safe getting home, all right?
Will do.
This goes out to Mark. Some old school White Snake for you. Slide it in nice.